Hello everyone and welcome back to the last day's SMP. Now, this is only going to be a quick talk over because me, simple the smart, didn't record the session with audio. But this is to show everyone the exact point of how last days ended and how the last session went, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the only one who will upload this, because I personally talked to Sinan and she didn't really want to upload more last days. She also kind of wanted to delete all of her episodes and everything, and I've decided I'm not going to do that. I am going to tell the story and how it from start to beginning to the people who really want an ending. So here we go with an ending. The session started off with me and Sinan going around having some fun and talking to Maddie in our little chat, and then we made a little sky base, and together we were there talking to each other. I also messaged, if you saw that on the start, I also messaged Rose a bit, like she is still a mole, and asked if we have any info, any intel. And yeah, now we're just chilling here, talking to Maddie. And all of the sudden, when we talk together, like we're going to make like an enchantment table, that all of a sudden, Kaida, Eldrig, Rose, Alpha, everyone except Ender, of course, joins the chat and our little group chat, and that's like, hey, why? And then they're like, hello, what are you talking about? And we're like talking to each other. Is there, huh? And I was kind of confused at that point, but they came to talk real talk, not any form of game talk, because as you've seen on my videos, I've seemed pretty happy about it, even though I'm kind of happy of the entire thing. Like, I loved last days. It was like a great experience. Even though it was modded, I ended up surviving for so long. And I'm just happy being a part of that experience. But, well, I was most likely one of the only people who enjoyed last days. Because at the start of last days, everyone liked it, but I was most likely the one who liked it the most out of all the time, because they're Kaida and Rose and them. They said that they didn't really like last days. They didn't like how it ended. They didn't like the fact that we used the exploit glitch to find their base. Maddie weren't supposed to give hints about the base, and everything about the last episode was just a mess, and we did many things wrong. And personally, to our playstyle, like in episode 9, where we like visited their base and like, hello, they felt we acted kind of threatening. I just asked about how it went with Sinan, and they didn't like that because they felt like we were way too social to them. Like, I wanted to build like a castle, and they wanted to have all fun, even though me and Sinan just wanted, we just came there to make chaos. That's how they felt. And if you watched the full episode of last episode, we went to like this place in their base, and in their base, they had this cult thing of theirs, or like a fire and soul fires and stuff. They were going to take their last lives, everyone, and in the fire, and offer it to their cult thing. So they were serious about not enjoying last days. But something that kind of pissed me off that I realized later, after I woke up, because this was recorded late at night. You don't just make a server that's meant to end in chaos and expect to have be able to build and be all peaceful. No, it's supposed to end in chaos. And even though I felt like I was a villain, I enjoyed it. liked being the villain of the story, and I wish to continue my entire role as the villain. And even though I made it like they didn't enjoy it, I really enjoyed it. And yeah, even though like Fox and Maddie died really quickly, I still enjoyed it. It was fun while it lasted, isn't it? Even though they continue saying like it counts as X-ray, the glitch thing, and that we did a lot of stuff wrong, but they admitted that, and then Kaida, she admitted to watching the stream, Semke's stream. At the exact point as she said that, my head, I was so mad because she just said everything about us doing stuff wrong, and I like the fact that it's even now since everyone did something wrong, but like you broke the one of the most important rules on the server, to not watch each other's content, even though it specifically said please don't watch the content. We have a Discord server and I sent the message, don't watch my content from now on last days, because I will do secret business and stuff that I don't want everyone to know. They still watched. They broke their own rule, and everyone was there like, why? I was in my head. I was like, why? And that's how. And then, if you remember, or I don't know if it even was on the video, but I mentioned that. I mentioned we like called them like no brain cells, and that they were brainless and everything because they were kind of trash at Redstone, and they didn't like that. They took that really offensive. We didn't mean that in any sort of offensive way, but they took that really offensive. So yeah, hooray. I'll say it again, we didn't mean in any offensive way, but it ended up being very offensive, so sorry about that. That's just how we joke around. And we just said we're sorry, we didn't mean it in like a mean way, or any harm. That's just how we joke around. And we're all teenagers, right? And Rose mentioned that she was a teenager 5 years ago, and that the humor couldn't have changed. But what do you think? Do you think we're mean to you guys on purpose? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. And it wasn't that late at night for her. It was daytime. Then her brain was actually working at that point. So, I just don't understand, really. Even though all of this, we're talking like, oh god, no. Did we do something wrong? Did we just ruin the server? And then they asked that we could have a little fight. And I was a scaredy cat when they mentioned that, because me and Sinan are 2 people. They are 5. Even though we're better than at PvP, we would have no chance of winning that, because Eldric's axe takes 2 damage after what Sinan says, and like their swords will also deal damage, and it will all just deal damage really, and that would not be fun. No, I wouldn't have liked that. So we continue talking to each other. I'm just trying to make a defense because I felt really like a victim at that point. And then later on, we finally ended up meeting up. So if you remember that scene I made like this trap thing, I wanted to die in that because I didn't want to play as well. I imagined in my head that it would be like war, and I would hit them with an axe, and no, that didn't happen, sadly. We couldn't come to that form of agreement. Oh, that was just not the greatest ending you could have, but that was a huge part of our ending. But don't panic yet, that wasn't the end. We're all still alive, and actually, at this point, we're talking in chat, talking to Ender because he's the only one who's not in like a chat, and we're trying to tell Ender like where we are, me and Sinan, in chat, as well as we're talking to Kaida and Rose and all of them. Like, what I did like with that is that mostly, like, I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure Alpha and Eldrig was very silent at that point, so that made me feel a bit more happier about myself, that they were a bit at least silent. And here Ender says that he has to go to hospital and thinks about leaving there. And then I realized, if he goes now, he's 100% guaranteed to win. But I didn't see really a reason to care at that, or I do care about him going to the hospital, but I didn't see a reason to care at as much as he would win, because now it's just based on luck who dies last. Now they are still chatting about this, and I purposely tried to kill Sinan multiple times because I don't know, I just wanted Sinan to die really at that point. She was just still a yellow life. And we talk more and more, and here Ender didn't go to the hospital. He ended up appearing at our base. He came on top, and we're all chatting. I still want to kill Sinan, and we're still chatting about this one thing they didn't like with the last days. And then we all decide that we go to the specific place that they all know. And if you remember, at the exact end of the last episode, I specifically said I didn't want to kill Ender. Well, guess what? Ender asked me to kill him. Woo! Very fun. Oh, that actually, I felt like a tear was coming from my eye because Ender is a nice person, and I had no reason to kill him. I even wanted to actually recruit him. After I took his life, I kind of felt regret instantly, but then I was bloodthirsty. I said to myself, don't feel regret. You aren't going to do this. So I end up killing him. I'm very sad about it, but I still do it. I jump down from the tower and I see all of the others talking to each other. I almost lighted the Kaida on fire, but I didn't. And Sinan also died, I didn't mention that. And the Kaida fell from a high place. And that was actually Alpha who fell from a high place. I messed up. And there we have only one yellow life left, which is then the Kaida. And here I try to tell to Rose, hey Rose, get in the box. Me and Sinan start fighting. And Rose tried to hit me with a sword because they were ready to finish me. They tried to finish me. I watched that, Rose. And so she tried to kill me, but she didn't. Thankfully. She missed the shot. But now Sinan has no armor, and I'm trying to tell everyone here, hey, can we please go to Discord so we can talk to Ender? Could we please? I'm trying to tell them so many times, you just don't know. I tell them, hey, can we talk in chat? Hello, hey, hello, can we talk in chat? Hello, I am please referring to human brain, can we talk in chat? And no one wanted to listen to me. I felt like an annoying brat that the one brat that everyone ignores and doesn't care about what they say. Because I just tried to everyone to like have it all together, that we all were together at that same point, but they didn't want to listen to me. That was fine, I just died on the inside. And later on, Maddie joins the chat, and then they all joined the chat, and I'm like Kaida and Eldrick joined the chat, and Kaida tells the other because they obviously don't want to listen to Kaida. And that was great because I wanted to have Ender included to the entire thing. And here I get lighted in lava, and I'm trying to communicate with Ender, which doesn't work because Ender never realized who was talking. I was like, it's the simple micro. it's the simple minecart. Here, I get lighted in lava again. It barely took damage, but it did take damage. And there I was actually ready to kill Alpha, because, yeah, I just wanted to kill her. I'm like, and here, Xenon gets shot by Ender. No, by Eldrig. I'm like, Xenon? And here, and now I'm like, ah, nah, I ain't doing this. This is a 4v1. No, 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 no. I'm like, if I'm going to do it, I would have killed like Alpha at the beginning. But as I did wait, I went to my inventory, took down a spear. I wanted to kill one of them to revenge my Xenon. And I threw a spear and I overshot it. I'm like, oh no, that spear is gone. And Ender, my friend, he also has a spear, and he hits Eldrig, and Eldrig dies. And he starts laughing. I'm so happy because at least someone avenged Xenon, and I'm actually just happy about that he actually died. Even though like one person on their team that I didn't want to kill, or the one I wanted to kill the least, was Eldrig, because he didn't really seem like an evil person. Oh no, I didn't mean like an evil person in a mean way. It's just like, yeah, he was more the silent person, which I enjoyed talking to, and has a lovely voice. So yeah, and here I just looked at all of the stuff. I saw, you see, it's a sword that Eldrig has. He has a shield. I don't have a shield. That was nice. And nighttime is falling, and that was like pain. I put down a chair and said like, hey, look at this chair. And woo, I'm in the chair. Woohoo! And then I break the chair, and Ender tries to like go up there to their base, and he missed the shots and dies. I'm like, Ender, no! And now I don't have anyone on my side. It's everyone versus me, and they shoot me with arrows, and I'm like, no, 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 I ain't doing this. I ain't. And now Maddie just typed pain, and I'm like, no, I'm not. No, this didn't end as I wanted. No. I go around, I see a lot of stuff. I continue getting hit by them, and Rose jumps down and dies. Hooray! It's just a 1. Oh wait, no, Eldrig was dead. That means it was actually just a 3v1, and now it's just a 2v1. And I was like, I can take it. If I just fight, I could just like fight Alpha here, and then I could kill Kaida later. Yeah, why don't I just do that? So I tried to drink some water, and it didn't really work. And now we're all together, talking and like chatting, hooray, swing-a-mitting, and I was bloodthirsty at that point. You don't know how bloodthirsty I was. I wanted to kill one of them so bad. It was just 3 people left on the last day server. I went around, I saw Kaida, and oh no, I think actually Alpha has died here. When did that happen? I didn't see that. Wait, has she died? I don't know. I'm stupid. Yeah, she has died, and I start hitting Kaida because I want to kill her. It's only us 2 left. The last 2 people. She walks away and like backs off like, no, nah. And it's a blood moon. That it can't be worse, but it's actually a blood moon at this point. And so I dig a hole. I like going to drink and like prepare for the night. And there a skeleton jumps down, and then a zombie. And zombies, we have mods, so zombies impossible to kill. I take much damage. I wanted to log off, but that's cheating, and I died. And right after that, Kaida died to a creeper. So, everyone, that's the story of the end of Last Days. I hope you enjoyed Last Days series. It was my 100 sub special series, and it ended in a dramatic turn. Also, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. It means the world to me, and the fact that we've grown so much, it's great. I love it. Well, it was nice knowing you last days, people. Questions that will probably be asked is, will there be a season 2? There will most likely be one, but I'm not sure if I will be a part of it. As I said, they didn't really like having me and Teen on there, but I don't know. We'll see. Now, okay, see you guys. Bye bye.